Baking bread takes time and effort unless you have a bread machine to mix, rise, and bake that bread for you. Bread machines have been around for decades but are making a comeback, thanks to renewed interest in home-baked bread. The latest generation of bread machines can handle a baker's dozen of loaves, from sweet doughs and quick bread to pizza. They've got customizable settings and delayed starts that let you bake on your schedule and sometimes even leave the cleanup to your dishwasher. In this video, we will discuss the top 5 best bread maker machine in current market. So let's get started. Number 5. Zojirushi Maestro Breadmaker. The Zojirushi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus Breadmaker is expensive and, at £24, it's heavy. But if you're serious about making your own bread, you can't do better than this machine. It's easy to program and accommodates a range of bread, including whole wheat, gluten-free, salt-free, or sugar-free. 2 kneading blades ensure the dough is well mixed with proper gluten formation, while 2 heating elements ensure all sides of the bread bake evenly, all elements that create a better bread. It has a 13-hour delay timer, a sourdough starter setting, and it makes it very easy to add any nuts or seeds in your load. Our testers were very impressed by this Zojirushi. It was very intuitive to start up, with very quiet beeping alerts. It lets you know when it's time to add those nuts, and a timer counts down the last 30 minutes of baking. Each loaf that came out scored high with tasters, though it doesn't allow for different levels of brownness. This was also, by far, the easiest to clean, with the non-stick surface only needing a quick wipe down. Number 4. Cuisinart Breadmaker. The Cuisinart Compact Automatic Breadmaker is the perfect fit for kitchens where every inch is premium. It works by baking the bread vertically to save space. The 10.25 by 13.25 x 11.25 inch bread machine has settings for white bread, wheat bread, gluten-free bread, and, for convenience, bread made from a mix. You can choose light, medium, or dark crust settings and plan ahead with the 13-hour delay start feature. Our first thing to note when we tested this was that, though it says it can handle up to 2-pound loaves, we had to decrease our recipes to 1.5 pounds, as the only 2-pound one hit the top of the machine and collapsed in on itself. That said, the testers found this to be an amazing bread maker. The interface is easy to read and intuitive, and the keep warm setting kept our bread toasty. It was super easy to take bread out, and all of them, save the gluten-free one, came out decently. We will warn the outside of this gets hot to the touch, so it's good to keep this away from little hands. Number 3. Breville Loaf Bread Maker. With 4 loaf sizes from 1 to 2.5 pounds, the Breville Custom Loaf Bread Maker has the biggest capacity, making it perfect for large families and entertaining. This bread machine can handle several loaf styles and includes customizable settings for you to store your own recipes. It also has an automatic fruit and nut dispenser to ensure that those ingredients don't clump together in one area of the dough. The kneading paddle collapses when done so your bread won't come out with a bottom indentation, a bonus feature that creates professional-looking loaves. In our tests, the backlit LED screen and knob scroll button were both very intuitive. It constantly lets you know what you need to do and where it is in the preheating, resting, kneading, and rising cycle. Bread came out evenly browned with a really nice crust, with this banana bread being the number 1 in taste. The gluten-free bread came out soft and fluffy, similar to the whole wheat bread. One downside was the audible alerts were very loud and it was on the noisier side while kneading. Number 2. Oster ExpressBake 2-pound bread maker. Weighing just 8 pounds and measuring 12 by 11 by 11 inches, the Oster ExpressBake bread maker is easy and affordable. The large LED display with its 12 different presets will help any beginner on a budget learn how to bake with a bread machine. While there isn't a gluten-free setting, this machine does support many other bread types. There's an ExpressBake 60-minute setting and a 13-hour delay start function so you can set it and forget it. During testing, the Oster performed moderately well. It evenly distributed any mix-ins while making the banana bread and the whole wheat bread came out with a decent crust. It was easier than some to clean, thanks to its non-stick basket and there wasn't dried flour everywhere. But the design's small buttons were hard to use, and at times plasticky and burning smells came from the machine. We still recommend it, but you might need to upgrade sooner rather than later. Number 1. Zojirushi Virtuoso Plus. Zojirushi Home Bakery Maestro Breadmaker shares many features with its larger cousin, the Zojirushi Virtuoso machine, but measures just 13.6 by 8.9 by 12.5 inches. It comes with a baking guide full of foolproof recipes. Settings are also printed on the lid, which makes this machine easy to program. This bread machine gets accolades for its Maestro quick setting, which is able to bake a loaf of bread in under 2.5 hours. This machine also features an automatic add-in dispenser for fruit and nuts and has a built-in handle for easy carrying and transporting. It's very important to note that the Maestro can only handle 1-pound bread loaves, so that's an immediate downside. Once we recalibrated the recipes in testing, it had many of the same positives as the Virtuoso. The banana bread was still good 2 days later, the whole wheat bread came out light and airy, and the white bread was phenomenal. One tester said, "It really excels on the perfect basic white country loaf, it bounces back, perfect hydration and aeration, it's not dry." Its crusts though were not as crusty as the Virtuoso, and the gluten-free loaf left much to be desired. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked this video and found some important information what you want.